Should you get medical treatment on a lien for a personal injury claim? I'm Tom Friedman, a lawyer in Nevada, and today I'm going to talk to you about the pros and cons of treating for your injury claim on a lien. So, a medical lien comes into play when you're injured by another person who's at fault and you require medical treatment as a result of the injury. A medical lien is basically a contract where your doctor agrees to treat you now, and in exchange for treating you now, you agree to pay your doctor the bill later out of any settlement or verdict that you get out of the case from the at-fault party. So if you have no private insurance, no Medicare, no Medicaid, you're not individually wealthy, a medical lien may be the only way you can pay for the expensive medical treatment you need. But what if you actually have insurance? Does it still make sense to treat on a lien? Well, maybe. I had a claim where, let's call her Betty. Betty needed an epidural for neck pain she suffered after a car accident. She was rear-ended by a semi-truck. Her neck hurt a lot. Betty used her own private insurance to pay for her epidural. So what happened there? She went to the doctor. The doctor was in her insurance network. The bill was $1,500 for the epidural. Her insurance carrier paid about $400 based on the negotiated contract rate the insurance company had with the doctor. And so what happens is the insurance carrier paid about $400, and it may want to get the money back because somebody else was at fault. And so the insurance carrier may or may not put a lien on Betty's recovery. If the insurance carrier puts on a lien, it's going to be $400 or something less than that. So, okay. Now, the important thing to know for this discussion is that liability insurance carriers value injury accidents based on a number of factors, and one of the very important factors is the amount of the victim's medical bills. So, here, the insurance company for the person that injured Betty will analyze her bill of $1,500 and incorporate the bill into the evaluation of Betty's case when coming up with a value of Betty's case. Now, here's a slightly different story. Wilma is in a separate accident from Betty. Wilma needed an epidural in her neck, just like Betty did. Wilma has private insurance, but she chose to get her epidural done on a lien instead of using her private insurance. So the bill from her doctor was what her doctor considered to be usual and customary rather than the insurance rate. And in this case, the usual and customary rate was about $8,000 for the epidural. Now, Wilma is going to need to pay back at least a part of the $8,000 lien on her claim out of the settlement or the verdict that she receives. I mean, even if she's got a savvy lawyer and the lawyer says, okay, your bill is $8,000, doctor, let's negotiate that thing down to say $5,000. Well, at the end of the day, the settlement's going to come, or the verdict is going to come to Wilma, and Wilma's going to have to pay that $5,000 or $8,000 to the medical doctor who gave her the epidural. So this $5,000 is a lot more than the maybe $400 that Betty might have to pay back. So why the heck would anybody ever choose to treat on a lien when they have medical insurance? Well, remember, insurance companies value claims, at least in part, based on medical bills. So in Nevada, an insurance liability company for the at-fault party is going to look at the claim and look at the medical bills. And not always, but as a general rule, claims with larger medical bills have a higher value. And so the bigger the medical bills, the bigger the settlement may be. And that's why sometimes even people that have medical insurance will seek medical treatment on a lien. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a call. We can talk about what's best for your situation. If I can't help you, I will refer you to somebody who can. Thanks very much for watching.